which teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Good night, everyone. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class, episode number 227. I trust everybody is okay. My sincerest of apologies for starting so late, but I have not been feeling, as a matter of fact, I'm sick. That's the long and short of the story. Didn't even go to work today. You might not hear it in my voice, but I've been feeling really out of it. Don't remember ever feeling this exhausted in my entire life. Don't know if it is burnout really or whatever it is, but kind of struggle a little. But my there, peeps. You know what I mean? My there. For the persons who are still at work, I trust that your shift will end soon and you will get home safely. For the persons who are on their way home from work, I trust that you will be home in a very short order. And for the people in the home, ready for listen to teach about some things we have to jam down. Jamrock, Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vice Cartel, Budgie Banton, Shelly and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson. And some whole more people, Marcus, Messiah Garvey and the works. You know what I mean? Peeps, we're there. Good night. Soon forward.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them. You know which teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey yo, hello! Like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey yo, we always up to something. Teach them! Hey yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here, Warlord representing.
Yeah, peeps. Hopefully everything is coming. I kind of look up this up in my head top. Then where this a peak sit me I come from. Me that hurt me, but not so bad. You understand what I mean? Say it's like it has look how we gonna show them say. But my there, peeps. Somebody say, well, that's what they say. Get some weed tea, bro. Lawrence Wood, big up yourself in the family. You understand, peeps? I'm having a massive headache. I realize the size of my head. My head kind of coming at extra large, like. So my headache kind of match the size of my head. Tati, what go on, mommy? I see you did call me earlier, but I never did near the phone. I did kind of do some research for the stream. So my sincerest of apologies. Hope you're okay. I know you try to call me a couple times too, but I just saw you think of more time. You know, nothing personal. It's just that more time. The thing just set away. You know what I mean? Busy. You see me? Yeah, man. And peeps, as you would say, Tati is alive and well. Many persons had concerns on Sunday night as it relates to Tati, so I would have spoken to her on Monday, I think, and such, and she's okay. Well, she's alive. I mean, yeah. So I could get up already now, peeps, because we're done late already, so I could try to deal with the thing, something. Stream quality automatically lowered because the internet connection was not fast enough. Then we can't fix that. You understand? So let's go and work with it. Peeps, share the stream for me now, please and thanks. You know the thing, go Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp status, all about, you know, your WhatsApp groups, them and them places. You understand? Yeah, man. No. Tati, man, you're alright, man. So, peeps, dengue deaths hits 81, but cases of the infections have declined or is on the decline. So more than 81 Jamaicans have died in the worst dengue fever outbreak to have hit the island in a generation. But data provided by the Ministry of Health and Wellness show that incidents of the mosquito-borne disease appear to fall sharply over the last 2 months. There were 1,341 notifications of suspected, presumed, and confirmed cases of dengue recorded in October. But those numbers plunged to 833 in November and 294 in December. And October's cases were the second greatest incidence last year, as 1,960 notifications were issued. So, all told, the ministry recorded or received 9,356 notifications of dengue between the 1st of January 2018 and the 31st of December 2019. Now, among those, some 2,057 people were admitted to hospitals. The highest rate of suspected and confirmed dengue cases was among the 5 to 14 year group, our age group, Zane, and followed by children age 1 to 4. So those were the age cohorts which showed or presented with the most symptoms of dengue. So it was 5 to 14 and 1 to 4, or 1 to 4 then 5 to 14. I could do it in another order there. So I am happy to hear that the numbers are declining. I trust that the information is correct, and the trend will continue downwards, and we will see fewer persons contracting the ailment, and more so, even fewer people dying. Not sure the notification. You see, YouTube have a little thing. So when you upload a lot of videos for one day, they have a tendency. I think the average notifications for each day is 2 to 3. And them have this tendency, you see, where after you upload 2 or 3 videos, then them nobody send out no more. You understand? So I'm just reshare the stream, man, peeps, because you know what thing, go work, we are work. You understand? Yeah. So now, peeps, I could talk about a few things. I know most people want to hear about the Quada situation. I would have done videos on that, but I'll talk about it later on. Now, the other big story in the country presently is new findings emerging as it relates to the corruption surrounding Ruel and Fritz. We'll talk about that some. Also of grave concern is the spiraling crime rate that has continued unabated, and we have just picked up where we left off, and in some instances it has gotten worse than it was last year. But before we go there, so the police would have had some successes, so I could highlight them successes there before we move on. I'm going to fix one little thing here, so I'm not even ready for the stream, in all honesty. So I said I slept today for a bit, about 3-4 hours, and it's like I'm not sleeping at all. I don't know, I just feel exhausted. When I say exhausted, piece, I'm not even exaggerate. Like it really and truly serious. Like no matter how much I sleep, I wake up feeling more exhausted. I could do this by name. Alright, yeah, so I could do that something here. The work I go on, though. You know what I mean? Dreading love we are deal with forever. 5 men charged over gun seizure in Manchester. So 5 Clarendon men were arrested and charged following the seizure of a firearm and ammunition in Mandeville, Manchester earlier in the week. So the police say the men were picked up during an operation on Manchester Road in the parish about 12:30 a.m. when the vehicle they were travelling in was stopped, searched, and a Taurus 9mm pistol with 17 rounds of ammunition was found. Perhaps they were on their way home after killing and robbing some people, or they were on their way to kill and rob some people. Well done to the police officers. Charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition are 56-year-old Kurt Valentine, 35-year-old Sheldon Smith, 26-year-old Karen Mitchell, 26-year-old David Dyer, and 22-year-old O'Shane Reed, all of Clarendon addresses. Yeah? So, well done to the cops. You know what I mean? We give thanks because some lives may have been spared there. See? So that's one case of success for the police. Another one, a teenage boy among 3 males charged after gun seizure in Westmoreland. So a teenage boy is among 3 males who have been arrested and charged by the Westmoreland police in connection with the recovery of an illegal firearm in the parish on Tuesday. The accused have been identified as 27-year-old. But that's I say Linden. I say no Williams in it. Hold on, Linden. Don't celebrate too quick, bro. So A teenage boy is among 3 males who have been arrested and charged by the Westmoreland police in connection with the recovery of an illegal firearm in the parish on Tuesday. The accused have been identified as 27-year-old Nick Odio Williams, otherwise called Beckham, 22-year-old Shane Williams, otherwise called Pim Pim, and a 16-year-old boy, all of Chantilly Gardens in Savannah Lamar, Westmoreland. So reports are that about 2 p.m. during an operation in Chantilly Gardens, the police visited a premises where during a search, a Mossberg 500 shotgun and 5 12-gauge cartridges were found. The occupants of the premises were arrested and subsequently charged. And they are scheduled to appear in the Western Regional Gun Court at a date to be announced. So Linden, you never get another first one. I give you 2 another one. Zane teacher have a little young one in the oval coming. Xavier Enland, Wagwan family. Yeah, I ask me, I tell me, bro. Me know, cookie Wagwan. Zane, drink some rum, teach. Boy, no matter what I drink, brother, the same files. Big old man thing. And then my sinus kind of mess about because at work, it hasn't rained since the devil was a boy. And the place is incredibly dusty. So from time to time, they just walk about the place like up in your nose and them place. So that is a part of the situation as well. So I don't know. Plus me I get old to ya, man. That too. Ah boy. Man runs from cops leaving backpack with gun and ammunition. So a Glock 9mm pistol and 10 rounds of ammunition were seized during a joint police military operation at the intersection of Nelson and Wellington Streets in Kingston 14. So reports from the Denhamtown police are that about 11:20 p.m. lawmen were on operation when a man was accosted. He reportedly ran leaving behind a backpack which was retrieved and the firearm with the ammunition found inside. The police are investigating. I suppose they can call him a gun bag, because then if him run leave a bag with a gun in it, then ah boy. Xavier say, tell me. Alright, Xavier, big up yourself, family. I feel that teach have something a bake also. Alright, Cookie. Me I hear you know. Me I go and listen, you know. My, so many guns found in such a short period of time. But Kenny B, I wish there was more enough. We don't talk about gun find it, you know, hold on there. You understand? And thing like taxi operator charged following gun seizure on Constant Spring Road. So detectives assigned to the halfway through criminal investigation branch arrested and charged a man with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, following the seizure of a Glock pistol and several rounds of ammunition along Constant Spring Road in St. Andrew. He has been identified as 45-year-old Paul Price, a taxi operator of Defo Avenue in Kingston 20. So the police report at about 11 a.m. detectives were in the area when they saw Price acting in a manner that aroused their suspicion. They say he was accosted, searched, and the weapon along with a magazine containing 14 rounds of ammunition taken from his waistband. He was subsequently charged. You know what them say? Police were left, taxi driver and go look for criminal. There you go. You understand? Cops seized firearm in St. Andrew. Me tell them we never done with the gun thing, you know. So the Constant Spring police seized a Ruger 9mm pistol on Grandspend Drive, St. Andrew during an operation on Monday, the 13th of January. So reports are that between the hours of 3 and 4 p.m., lawmen were in the area conducting a search operation when the firearm was found in the vicinity of a playing field. No one was taken into custody in connection with the seizure. Investigations continue. So, Smarty have to go play ball barefoot because them lose them shoes. You know the thing go. You understand? I hope them kick off them toe and them foot get bruised. Then, you know what I mean? Big up to the police them again. You understand? Because good works is good works, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah, because the police man come in for look a flock tonight, but then we have to big them upset way when them do good things. One more something here, so. Remember that situation out in East Kingston, out in Rockfort, where a bike show was ended amid the exchange of gunfire between alleged gang members. James Bond said, rebake, teacher, rebake. Boy, teach, it shows on you. Teach. You have. Yo, I want to in that stream tonight, yeah. Zane and thing. Cookie and James Bond and I don't remember who else. Somebody else. I don't remember. No go easy, man. No, ready or no? So the police had said after that incident that charges were pending as they would not have granted or given. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Something now freeze up. Yeah. They did not grant or give a permit for the staging of the event amid security concerns, as that Intel indicated to them that there may be the possibility for violence at the event, and so said, so done. Promoters of East Kingston Bike Show, where 4 persons were shot, has been charged. So the promoters who have been linked to the bike show, where 4 persons were shot and injured during a blazing gun battle between criminals in Rockfort, East Kingston last year, are to appear, well, they would have appeared in court today. The police said the men, identified as Jordan Nelson, Kemp Nelson, and Andre Palmer, all of East Kingston addresses, were taken into custody and charged for breaches of the Noise Abatement Act. Reports are that they were held on the 31st of December. They are expected to appear in court. I'm not telling you, I think I told them to appear in court. So I don't know the outcome of that. The police said charges were laid against the organizers of the event, who had applied for a permit to host the show and were denied by law enforcement officials, but still went ahead and hosted the event. So reports are that about 2:15 a.m. on the 27th of December, a number of persons were at the bike show at the intersection of Warika and the Aguilar roads when rival gangs clashed and began shooting at each other. The patrons were sent scampering for cover as gunshots rang out. So at the end of the shooting, 4 persons were found injured and were subsequently admitted to hospital for medical treatment. When found with a gun, shoot them. Johnny said when I find them with a gun, shot them. Indicom won't be pleased with that, Johnny. You understand? And all of our police officers will be, you know what I mean, placed in front of the courts in such incidents. Kerry, my day, I say, me sick, I know say you're dealing with something far graver than my condition. How are you, Empress? I haven't spoken to you all week. Like, I've been just out of it. Like, yeah, but I know. So let me know how you're doing. We really need to talk still, but time I beat me like a slave here, man. And them something there. Yeah, so the Noise Abatement Act, I mean, I'm not really no big charge, but at least the police are going to try to send a message. You understand? So make we see it go. Ellie London, big up yourself in the Empress. You understand? Sean Clue, Shamarlu, Bodadan, all of the people, them. Kev, manners and respect. Just one shot must be just one shot must be allowed. You know, funny enough, the Prime Minister has been taking a bit of flack for a statement he allegedly made that where he said the police force has been using extrajudicial killings to fight crime and them something there. So may I talk about it a little more still. So as Kev said, them for just get one shot like and them something there. You see? Policeman freed of robbing another cop. Me need a few little laughs tonight, so you know what I think. If I do something I laugh to myself, I kind of take kin teeth cover out, but you know what I think. Boy. A third, and if you're here for the first time, welcome. If it's your first time to the channel or to the stream, welcome. Really and truly appreciate your support. For the people who are there day in, day out. Big up on yourself. You know what I mean? You know we love you like that. You see? Yes, I. A 30-year-old police constable from the now disbanded Mobile Reserve again, boy, I don't know, was on Wednesday freed of larceny charges in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. Yeah? The officer, identified as Jerome James, walked free after his attorney. When I guess him attorney then, and tell me when my attorney name. You understand me? I say, Wavell Smith say, finally catch a teach. Big up. Big up yourself in the Father Smith. I'm glad to see you catch one live. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Really and truly appreciate the support first and foremost. And really and truly appreciate the financial contribution. Blessings, family. Dane Graham says, my first time here. Big up yourself in the Father, Graham. Really and truly appreciate the support in us, sir. You know what I go. Blessings every time. Yeah, man. So now, Bert. No, not Bert this time. Go on again, man. I'm not Bert, I real gentleman. KD now take on them look case them, man. You know KD has that big league something, man. You understand? KD that go represent one policeman or then serve one ex-policeman. I not think that KD will then take on that still. In all honesty. You know what I mean? KD kind of, you know, look exclusive thing. So the officer, identified as Jerome James, walked free after his attorney, Peter Champagny, made a submission to the court that the prosecution had failed to prove the case that had been brought against his client. Yeah? Yes, big up yourself in the family. I know a lie chat about there one time to him. I know I glimpse him since before I was in. Milano Records, big up yourself in the family. Now, I saw Anna Dan, Peter, man. You understand? The allegations were that on the 27th of October 2017, the accused, who shared barracks facility with his fellow police officer and friend, broke into the colleague's locker and stole his saving pan with $18,000 inside. Xavier Enland. I mean, I agree with it without even finishing without reading the comment fully. He says, teach the penalty not stiff enough for carrying an illegal gun. The penalty for carrying an illegal gun should be 5 years automatic. You understand? Or more. See? Plus, for each round you find where you get one month like, or 2 months, for the 5 years, and them something there. And as Kev say, you find them with a gun, just shot them one time. Oh boy. No, reports are that upon the discovery of the locker being broken into, the complainant went in search of his colleague, only to find the accused asleep in another quarter of the barracks, with the saving pan and cash beside him. Sean, wanna go on, baby girl? You alright? I'm glad to see you. Big up yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I sleep with him and piggyback beside him. Full of... On the cross-examination, Champagny suggested that the complainant did not give his client a chance to explain how he came into possession of the pan and cash. It was suggested the complainant rushed to judgment that the accused had stolen his money, within the context of he, the complainant, having been then recently made aware that the accused had spoken ill of him with a female. Girl feelings and in a money dealings. Yo. The complainant admitted in answer to Champagny that before the incident, he and the accused were a close friend, and he did not have any reason not to trust him. In his defense, the accused stated that he had observed his friend's locker tampered with, and as such, took up the saving pan with the money to secure it. But what are the, in all honesty still, because if a policeman thief a saving pan out of one locker, me don't necessarily feel like the man go lay down beside the saving pan and sleep with the saving pan. So me I want, all well that ends well still. Lock rev music, me there go and hold it in the family. Kinda under your weather, but we still give thanks to the brother. You know what I think, you know. Yeah man. Channel star. Yo. A lawyer, they're not easy, you know. Because just by reading this, me I play with some things in my head. And I say, Jano, you see the last up here, it not easy, man. You see? No. Ah, boy. On Sunday night, I spoke at length. Probably that was the topic that I spoke about the longest on Sunday, which is the situation surrounding the murder of women by their partners, their spouse, their husbands, them ex-boyfriend, them boyfriend. Zane? And as fate would have it, possibly during that stream, because I probably finished streaming a little bit late on Sunday night, another Jamaican man decided that he owns the life of another female in this country and subsequently proceeded to take the life of said female. Horace Ward is here for the first time. Welcome, Father Horace, and I really and truly appreciate the support in the family. You understand, peeps? And welcome, Father Horace, you know. Blessings in the fam. You know what I mean? And thing. And I would have tried as best as possible during my discourse on Sunday night to be as fair and as objective and as real as I could have been. As the situation is that the one person is responsible sometime in them things here, Zane, and there are so many dynamics and factors at play that it is really and truly difficult many a times for us to sit down and pass judgment on these situations. However, that being said, in St. Elizabeth, in a quiet rural district called Brinkley, another Jamaican female was robbed of her life by somebody who she was romantically involved with. Alright. Zane? Based on reports, she would have taken steps to end the relationship, which by all accounts has been abusive and toxic for a while. They were once living together in Hatfield in Manchester, and she would have left a number of times, but you know them things ago, she kept on going back. You understand? Probably the brother link her in a bar like. You understand? I promise her, say, nah, don't do it again, and him nah lick her again and thing. But this time she decided, say, she nah go back, and she would have told those persons close to her that the relationship was over and she was moving on with her life. However, the boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, estranged boyfriend, decided that the relationship shall not end, and as far as he's concerned, they were still together. You understand? He must stand up beside one car with one help on it. My brother normally said the help on the car when people are learning to drive mean lunatic. So probably he applied this time. Zane, this man decided that he was the owner of this woman, and if she's not going to stay with him, then she cannot stay alive. The man even have the nerve to, after him kill the girl and run leave him shoes under the window, him call the girl father and ask the girl father what happened to Nivea. May I say that again, peeps? The man, after he brutally murdered the young lady, called his father-in-law or him ex-father-in-law and asked him ex-father-in-law what happened. Why me say happen to the girl? You don't say a wicked man that man. Eh? I remember saying, the father actually see when the man run out of the house and jump in him car. And the man call the man and ask the man what just happened to him daughter after him kill the man daughter. No. Empress decide say she a move on. She moved back in with her parents, and on Sunday they would have gone out to visit some family member. I think her grandmother, Zine, she is 27-year-old Nivea Sinclair, a secretary at the National Works Agency in Santa Cruz. She moved back home with her parents, but the family had gone to visit another family member in the community or nearby on Sunday night. They would have returned home clueless to the fact that her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend or estranged boyfriend or mad boyfriend had broken in the house by removing a window, went into the kitchen, removed a knife from the kitchen, and waited inside her bedroom until she got home. There are conflicting reports. There are reports suggesting that she was attacked immediately. There are other reports that suggest that she would have retired to bed and was either falling asleep or had fallen asleep. Irrespective of whatever the situation is, she was attacked and stabbed multiple times. Indications are that her throat was also slit. I'm not entirely sure how that go. Zane, and she died. In many instances, we normally say some women, they see the signs, as I said, Sunday night, and for whatever reason, they stay. This young lady decided that enough was enough, and she moved back with her parents. You understand? It's not like she sit down there. Yes, she has been going back, ignoring the red flags. You understand? Because probably she feel like they're still good in the brother, and she feel like she can change him, and she feel like she can't bother start over. I don't know, I'm just saying. Zane, and in some instances, sometimes the woman them feel sorry for the man them, you know. You understand? Because when we go back with the crocodile bawling, crocodile tears, them sorry for we. You know sometimes them aren't soft like. You understand? And whatever reason, she kept on going back, despite the abuse. Zane and them something there. And here we are. But I don't know, things set away, brother. You feel me? Set away. Another productive member of the society has been robbed of her life by somebody who would have professed undying, unending love for her. Many a times, I suppose. Zane, but kept on beating her and decided that if him can have her, then let the ground have her. Sad family. You understand? And the unfortunate reality that we face, Craig Street, big up yourself, bro, is that this is not a new thing, and unfortunately, this will not be the last situation. Zane, I did a video addressing the situation, speaking about the 3 recent incidents. The one where 24-year-old Chantel White was shot and killed at her place of work by her supervisor / alleged lover. The situation where a member of the Jamaica Defence Force, Doran Mackenzie, chopped and shot his common law wife, I think, to death in Greater Portmore on Sunday, and this situation on Sunday night. Zane, and yes, I hear the chorus from some sections of the discussion saying that some of the women them take the man them for fool, and the woman them need to stop that, and woman a use man. But the reality is that man use woman too. You understand? We have been using women for a long time. Women have been using men for a long time. You understand what I say? So, don't come tell me about say woman a use man. Man use woman too, brother. You understand? So that is a non-start as far as I'm concerned. The next thing is that the man them are investing in the woman them. Nobody never put a gun on a man head and say if you invest. Any investment, brother, where you invest in and you can't lose. So you should know say from you get involved in that, say you can't lose. People are people, you know, brother. You can't win off of people all the time, you know. You understand what I say? Zane. So if you feel like say you not to lose on your investment, then nobody invest. The only way you're sure from not losing on your investment is if you not invest. You understand? If you are investing in a stock market, you can't lose money. If you invest in a one car, if you go run taxi, you can't lose him and thief, you crash or police take you away. You understand? If you invest in a house, you can catch a fire and the bund up. If you invest in a lady, you understand, she can give a bun to and them something there. So that's something about a man them. So if you don't want to spend on no woman, no woman then sir. Because if you have a woman, you have to go spend some money. Whichever way you take it. See? So if you don't plan for investing in a woman, lower the woman thing, brother. So don't come tell me about you investing in her. You see? Because I'm sure while you're investing in this lady, she's investing in the relationship or the marriage said speed. So we keep on talking about this investment thing. She invests her time and love and emotions in her thing too. And many times these women are investing money too. Because some men are going like at them alone and spend money in them relationship, brother, or them marriage. Oftentimes you have women who spend more money than the man in the relationship, brother. So now I could try pretty up a thing and go around the thing. I try me kind of feel sick tonight when I'm not cost too low, you know. You understand what I say? So them local conversation the where I say yo Ray and T, man I invest in a woman. You understand? If you don't want stand the chance for lose, no invest, brother. You understand? If you don't gamble, you can't lose your money through gambling, you know. So just know say when you get involved in a relation, and you know the saddest thing about it too, many of them relationships here now, we as the man is the problem many of the time, you know. You have relationships with the woman them a problem, you know, because some of the woman them devious, you know, and cruel, you know. But the reality is that enough time we find some good woman in our life and we bug it out. You understand? We use them and abuse them and take them for granted. And when them want to move on, and we said want to try to kill the woman them because them want to move on. And we did have them for ourselves one at the time. And we never appreciate or make use of it neither. You understand? No, we don't know, say. You have some woman out there where play Chinese skip and Russian roulette and jacks and marble with their life. Yeah, that's what I say. Some of them live some careless life. See, some of them take some risk where only SEAL Team 6 take them risk there for America. You understand? And eventually things catch up on them. See, a woman cheating on a man not give no man the right to kill her brother. Because man cheat on a woman too. You understand no man a walk around and kill no man? So why man for walk around and kill a woman, brother? See, if you rate an empress and you and I together and you know say she cheat on you, you go feel a weight, you cut you up. You understand? You chip with a fry a little bit too, but at the end of the day, what? See, many of the men them we kill the woman them for cheating on them have been cheating on them same woman there. You understand what I say? So right now that little thing it kind of annoy me at that little level. You see? In Jamaica, we have developed this God complex. You understand? Every man feel like them control them woman head. See? Then me not understand. See? I have been in a relationship before where one day me did an empress decides that she's a cut. See? Right now she all still vexed with me because she said me shouldn't tell her if you don't left. What you mean? I say you leave, then leave. Then I not trouble. I say yes. Okay. Come, me's a different type of youth sometimes, you know. You want to leave, then if you want to leave, leave. You understand me? I said, then you cuss me. I say, me not even did appreciate you because me never do nothing to stop you from leaving. If you want to leave, you leave. You understand me? I say, what me I gonna do? Stop you from leaving? No. Feel free, man. You understand me? I say, me don't have time for that. If you reach a stage where you feel like you want to leave, then go ahead and leave, man. You see me? But yes, I tell her to stay for brother. She said she want to leave. You know what I mean? Then I not run her down like that. You leave. You feel what I say? So at the end of the day, youths, we don't know say, as a man, it will have a little thing that we call ego like. You see? And sometimes we ego bigger than our physical presence. Zine, and most times out of ego why some man make some moves and take some decisions where we learn them for the rest of them life, brother. A man them need for cut out or something. You understand? Again, no man no want no woman family. See? No man no want no woman. And if the woman says she'll leave, brother, make sure go on. Because The soldier brother kill himself. The supervisor brother up a Mandeville. And the brother here was son up beside the L, we being lunatic. Me sure whichever prison them inna, Zane, or jail them inna now, them are living in regrets. Them are play back the moments leading up to the incident over and over. And I say, yo, me should then just go along with me I go, or go on and leave her. The whole of them are living in regrets right now. You understand? None of the man that will kill woman and they are prison right now. I say, yo, you know, I'm glad me kill the girl. Ladies don't disrespect men, but you know what they talk like. You understand me? I say, the whole of them sorry family. So why the whole of them are ball when them get life and I appeal and I spend billions of dollars? The whole of the man them regret it, brother. So what we keep on and perpetuate that's something for? The man them follow the woman them, man. And then the woman them need for understand say, yo, certain things you have to be careful with too. Zine, if you're not brother in a thing, cause the reality is that some of the woman them not using idea, you know. Them know say man them when they with a idiot, you know. You understand? Cause that's the reality. You gotta have some idiot among your thing. Zine? You know so the man a idiot. Then you now give the man things to be a bigger idiot about lady. But some of the woman them not using idea, you know. Ladies, you have to understand so you stop play with your life too. The man them not the right to take it in idea, you know, but someone really and truly advertise on the life. You understand? Don't do it. Why me I tell them? I'm tired of foolishness still. But I don't know what to tell the man them say. You understand? I don't know what to tell the man them say. Because right now the man them not listen to nobody. Man them is listen to themselves and them ego family. Zine, hopefully though that this is the last time we'll have to talk about any incident of this nature for a long period of time. You understand? Because as I'm saying, the reality is that as long as men and women exist, there will be cheating. Yeah, it's a thing. You understand? People just build a particular way more time. You understand what I say? And some man feel like say that they are beyond getting born. Then what you mean? Then you're on a skin you got to where your skin can't get burned. You understand what I say? Some man feel like them are the biggest and wickedest gals a road. And nobody can tell them say no man can take with them. What you mean, brother? How you? You understand what I say? It's just like no matter how bad a man think him is, you have a wicked man out there road, brother. So no matter how big a girl is a man think him is, you have a next man out there where even if you look at a girl, your girl go look him. But that me I tell you to. So know that. So I don't know if it's easy. You understand? I would die and turn on you in a girl. So no calm down, man. There's a crocodile skin them have. Yeah, man, you have some man and if you look at a girl, brother, your girl go look them. Is that me I tell you to? So I don't know I'm to someone. Some man now look at the girl them and the girl that look some man to. So understand on yourself. Both to know a gallus. You understand? Because the first rule of being a gallus is never saying that he is a gallus. But then I know still, but we now go back down the road. We walk the road there already, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Make a move on here, peeps. Because some serious things we are talking about, you know. You see me, boy, I don't know. 2020 sees increase in murder rate. Surprise. Statistics from the Jamaica Constabulary Force have revealed that murders are up 29% so far this year. And I think it has increased since this article was posted, yeah? So 49 persons were murdered between January 1 and the 15th of January. Hold on the piece. I'm going to take off my glass. As I say, I kind of feel sick, but I know I still see good. You understand what I say? Shamar Lewis, I'm a girl less. Teacher PhD. No, you know. Probably have a 1 or 2 degree now still, but I'm not a 3rd degree down there, like. You understand? We used to do a little road, like, from time to time. What was the young like? A handsome. But you know, you understand? All age I run with down, you know. Kurt Jaman, my brother. What go on out? Peeps, listen to something here. Listen to something here. Since the 1st of January 2020 to the 15th of January, so that is 2 weeks and 1 day in the year. 49 Jamaicans lost their lives violently. And when you compare the period to the corresponding period of 2019, 2019, over the same time frame, 38 deaths were recorded. So there's a 29% increase in the number of murders since the start of the year. 38 shootings were recorded up to Wednesday of this week. Yeah. There were also 20 cases of rape, 32 robberies, and 10 reported break-ins. So peeps, do the maths. If this trend continues, then can you imagine what will be the total figure as it relates to lives lost come the 31st of December this year? Things sad, man. Zane, the thing sad. And as per usual, many of these deaths may be a result of crap. Nothing. Senseless nonsense. Zane? Something has to give. Something else has to happen. We cannot continue like this as a nation. You understand? In 15 days, 49 Jamaicans have been murdered. Can you imagine that? So, that's about 3 point something murders per day, you know, people. Just doing the maths in my head that too much murder per day, 3 point something. All products of Bilmore Prison. More CCTV island-wide. As Shamar Lou said that there has been a reigniting of the discussion surrounding the Jamaica Eye program, where I saw members of the People's National Party led by Fritz Jackson suggesting that more cameras should be added to the Jamaica Eye program. So the CCTV situation is a tool that will prove very, very valuable in the fight against crime, Shamar. So I agree with that 100%. As my friend was said, build more prisons, boy. It depends on how you look on that. Zane, the more prison you build, the more taxpayers will have to take care of prisoners. You understand? Kev said earlier, said any man you find with gun, shot him. Zane. The reality is that these guns are not made in Jamaica. So we have to stem the flow of guns into the country. After we do that, we need to find most of the ones that are still in the country. Then we can fan out and do other things. If you don't do them, if you don't control the borders and you don't recover or seize the guns on the ground, then it don't make no sense. You can't build 1 million prison. You understand what I say? You can't build 1 million prison. Zane, and then Shamar, if the justice system not improve, Zane, if the justice system not improve, then you can have 1 million CCTV camera. Because we see man get caught on CCTV, 2 brothers are shoot man at a gas station and them walk free. It's another shooting with them kill one woman later in the day that they were eventually convicted on because the master the CCTV and the TV it clear. You understand what I say? So there are so many other things that can be done to aid the situation, but boy, I don't know. You understand? They say there's many points of entry. Yes, yes, that is true. And you can't plug the whole of them. Zane, but can more be done to monitor our territorial waters and our ports, the major ports, because a lot of the guns keep coming in through the major ports as well, brother. You understand? Many of the shipments that are intercepted, that when them intercept them off. Zane, so control what you can control. Then you build out, if you understand what I say. So you control the ports that you have control over. You clean up them ports there. You stem the tide. Zine, and then you move systematically to the other ports. Zine, and you increase the capabilities of the Coast Guard and the Marine Police. You understand? You add drones to the tools available to fight crimes. So even if you can't have manned patrol, at least you watch a thing from the air. So if anything, you scramble one helicopter from up a JDF or whatever else them have up there. If you go intercept one, go fast boat. Something. You understand what I say? Sure, it is not as easy as I am saying it, but the reality is that, look, man, something have to happen, man. Something have to happen. See? Something way more than what is happening now would have to happen. You understand what I say? Well, we keep party for $1 million for 2 man. We can't go keep them one party. We couldn't invest their money there. See? In a fighting crime. When allegations are that the children of this, the kids of this country have been robbed some $56 million by the vanguards of the education sector. Their money they couldn't invest in taking some youth off the street, making them into productive citizens. Zine, when party and rendezvous and escapades and sexcapades are being held for politicians and them friends, and fleecing and misappropriation of funds, these monies can be used to fix some of the issues that are ailing this country. You understand what I say? So, at the end of the day, it can't be a quick fix or overnight fix. Zine, but more needs to be done. I couldn't tell you say nothing now go on or them not do nothing, but apparently some of it not working, some of it needs to be modified, some rethinking needs to be done, some reflection and evaluation ought to take place, and well, I don't know, yeah, man. But obviously what am I doing now work? So it means you're gonna need to reconfigure your approach. You're gonna need to tailor your approach to the situation, Zane, and them something there. Because 49 Jamaicans were murdered for the first 15 days of the year. When 150 days gone, how much murders will be there? Blessings, Father Valentina Richards. That to you, brother. Zane? So, and this is not me blaming no one government. The reality is that the crime situation in Jamaica has been administered over by both political parties while they have been in government. You understand what I say? So, this is not even about politics anymore. This is about the country, brother. Because no political party or no administration in this country can come out and confidently, with a good conscience, say that they were able to control crime? None of them. Well, not since I have had sense. I'm kind of sensible from a little while back. You understand? I have not witnessed that. Yes, you will have a year where the murder figures decline by a few hundred. Nothing wrong with that. But the reality is that no political party or administration in this country can come out and say they had a lead on crime. None of them. So, it begs the question then, probably since none of them can do it as an individual entity, probably they need to unite in the fight against crime. But because of politics and trying to score political victories and political points, we are not always willing to come together for the best interest of this country. We are all about, can we win the next election? Zin? And a man realize say, yes, you win the next election, but then you go take up reins for your ship where 3/4 it sink already. And then you spend 4 or 5 years I try to bail out water out of wall for a ship above the surface. And you don't reach nowhere because you did help sink the ship while you were trying to win the election. And no matter how much hole you patch, you can't stop water from going at the ship because you did help bore hole in it. We need to stop that something there. Not everybody where you hear come say them have the best interest of the country at heart. Actually have the best interest of the country at heart. Them have for them best interest at heart. You understand? And the next thing is that we still have politicians in this country. We still have political representatives in this country who are aligned to criminals and who themselves are involved in criminality. I mean, Jamaica is the only country in the world where politicians go to the funerals of Dons. I don't know of any other countries in the world where high-profile politicians go to the funerals of criminals. Then what you think I got? What kind of message you send? I'm telling you, you say sometimes if I talk most of the things are in my head sometimes. You know safe. So that's why I wouldn't really say most of what we think sometimes. You understand? But the reality is that sure, you know what? Night I come here, sir. We have seen politicians, former prime ministers reading the eulogy. Not for alleged dons, you know. For man will come say them are done. How can a former prime minister be reading the eulogy for a man who, based on allegations by law enforcement locally and internationally, may have been involved or responsible for over 1,000 deaths? And the former prime minister is reading his eulogy? Then you tell me. How many persons in this country who are deemed or categorized as dons are receiving contracts from politicians? Then how the crime will stop? How the crime are going to stop when many of the people them who come on TV say them are try to fight crime or benefit from crime? No guns are made down there. Down in the ghetto. A Babylon bring them down there. And no gunshots are echo. No guns are made down there. I told me can't sing it if I couldn't sing, me then sing it. Down in the ghetto. A A Babylon send them down there. I know gunshots are echo. Peace, me I search one picture and me can't find it. Right now, me not even see clear where me head hurt me. No guns are met down there. Down in the ghetto. And Babylon send them down there. Alright, me that stay away there, sir. Me I look for one picture, but me can't find it. You understand? Yeah, peace. I mean, reconfigure my mind, you know. One shot dead. One injured in Manningsville Road. Gun attack. Death announcement section. You understand? Send the kids to bed. A man was shot and killed and another left nursing gunshot wounds following a gun attack along Manningsville Road in St. Andrew on Thursday night. The deceased has been identified by the Corporate Communications Unit of the police force as 24-year-old Kimani Holness, otherwise called Kimmy, of a Manningsville Road address. Police reported about 8:55 p.m. Both men were standing on the roadway in the vicinity of the Midway Mall when they were attacked and shot repeatedly. Holness died on the spot, but the other man was listed as being in critical condition after being taken to hospital. And the Midway Mall is close to the communities of Cassava Peace, Bonan Gully, and Upper Whitehall Avenue. And the area has been relatively peaceful since a gun attack at 12 Whitehall Avenue in early December when one man was killed and 5 others were injured. It is not clear whether the two incidents are linked, as the police said investigations into Thursday night's shooting are at an early stage. Suspect in double murder shot dead in Montego Bay. A man who has featured in multiple murders, including a double murder in the St. Andrew North Police Division, was shot dead during a confrontation with the police at an apartment complex in an upscale area of Montego Bay on Monday afternoon. He has been identified as Kimani Brown, otherwise known as Jim Brown. Boy. Or Indian who was of a Passage Fort address in Portmore, St. Catherine. During the operation at the apartment complex on Monday, 3 others, one of whom is suspected to be wanted for murders in the corporate area, were taken into custody. According to the St. James Police, about 6:30 p.m., a team went on an intelligence-driven operation to the apartment complex in the Mango Walk section of Montego Bay when Brown allegedly pointed a gun at the cops. The police reportedly took evasive action and Brown was subsequently shot and injured. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. A police source said that Brown had several tattoos on his body, one of which marked Sinful Seeth. The police reportedly retrieved an illegal handgun during the operation. I do some research in the meantime, cause now I press the wrong thing and mash up the stream and I don't see. No guns are made down there. Down in the ghetto. The man, let me say the word pronounced. Seth. Seth. The man's name is a sinful Seth, which is an archaic third person singular present of say. The man them don't even know what them a do with themselves, brother. Yo. I lock this off, cause you know I should be streaming. You see it? Yeah, man. A reward of $100,000 was being offered through Crime Stop for information on the whereabouts of Brown, who was wanted for the January 2nd, 2018 double murder of Simone Campbell Collymore and Winston Walters. So remember, the police would have arrested and charged a number of persons in connection with the murder of Miss Campbell Collymore and her driver, Winston Walters. The police recently issued a release stating that they wanted to speak to Jim Brown, or Indian. However, he never want to talk to them, and he has been killed by the police. So reports are that approximately 3:57 p.m., Campbell Collymore and Walters were brutally gunned down at the entrance of the Forest Ridge apartment in Red Hills, St. Andrew. So meanwhile, as the St. James police intensified their operations in the parish to rid it of criminals, Brown became the second person to be killed during a gunfight with them since the start of the year. Last week, the police went to Richmond Hill in Catadupa in search of the most wanted man in the parish, Delano Wilmot, who goes by the alias Lano or Preke Boy, when the unidentified man was unidentified man was shot and killed. Yeah. No guns are met down there. Down in the ghetto. A Babylon bring them down there. I know gunshots are echo. 1 dead. 3 held following shootout with cops in St. James. So you know the same story that. So we don't need for no, you know it's a different story that. 1 man was fatally shot and 3 others arrested by police during a reported shootout in sections of St. James. I see him incident, you know. Police report that 1 firearm, a .380 pistol loaded with 6 rounds, was confiscated during the incident that unfolded at the same incident. Like, you understand? More time. You see me? So Jim Brown dead. Any more info on Heidel? What specifically are you speaking about, my friend? Let me know, please. You see? Taxi driver shot dead in Harborview. As a matter of fact, before me forget, me get a notification earlier before me start stream when say me can't find it. Just in, security guard shot and killed. So me can't find it. And his head bashed in. No guns are made down there. Down in the ghetto. And Babylon send them down there. And no gunshots are echo. Yeah, see it here? So I'm going to read a taxi driver one and first. Till this go on load. Detectives from the Elliston Road Police Station in Kingston have launched an investigation following the murder of a taxi operator in Harborview, St. Andrew on Thursday. The deceased has been identified as Adrian Tullock, a 31-year-old resident of the Bayshore Park section of the mentioned community. So reports are that about 7:45 p.m. a police team was patrolling the area when gunshots were heard in a section of the community. Officers went to investigate and Tullock's body was found in a pool of blood on Harbour Drive in the community. So Westmoreland security guard shot dead, head also bashed in. This is breaking. The Westmoreland police are investigating the murder of a security guard whose body was found with gunshot wounds and they said bashed in on Thursday night. A coach that child and their skin was no, you know, TX. Me not hear nothing more recently, you know. So probably the information that you have is the same information we me have. So I guess we probably can do a little bit of searching and see if anything else would have been made public, but I can't speak to any developments in that situation, my friend. My apologies for that. But I know the incident to which you speak. of which you speak. The deceased has been identified as a 33-year-old Owen Grant of Froome in Westmoreland and a Kingston address. Reports are that about 8 p.m., the security guard left work and headed home when gunshots were heard and was heading home when gunshots were heard. Upon the arrival of the police, who were summoned to the scene, Grant's body was seen lying along the roadway with what appeared to be gunshot wounds. His head was also bashed in. The police are now trying to establish a motive for the killing in an effort to solve the case. No guns are made down there, down in the ghetto, and Babylon send them down there. I don't even know what else to say more piece. Right now, I just share the story them and move on. Because I that me already. I can't bother with no more idea. Cup soup and crackers. Mobile reserve cops deployed out west battle hunger spell after stipends remain unpaid. I also read somewhere where police officers are calling for the SOEs to be disbanded. I probably search back for the article there and share it Sunday. I don't remember where they. I not even remember the contents. Probably I not even read it. I just scan through it. Some members of the Special Operations Branch, formerly the Mobile Reserve, have raised alarm over money allegedly owed for support to police efforts in St. James, which is under a state of public emergency. Approximately 33 trainees and police officers departed Kingston to take up duties in the Western Parish on the 14th of December. See? So, the news house which published this, I don't remember for the Gleaner and the Observer, or the Gleaner. So they say our news team gathered that the policemen were told they would be paid a supplemental $1,500 per day. We work in 5 days and getting paid for 3. It's not a JCF problem. It's a Special Operations Branch problem. No money no turnover. Bare promises, a policeman said. They said we would get a check and no check. We are away from home. So we have a lot of bills, especially for our food. You know, his name has been withheld because he could be sanctioned for speaking to the press without authorization. The pressure the Gleaner understands extends to trainees whose pay is smaller than that of regular police personnel. The money is finished. We have to be trusting food. From December, we get paid a week early. And between rent, children and the holiday pass, January pay, it's a long time before we get that. Everybody's bill is skyrocketing. A trainee who requested to be anonymous said, who requested anonymity. For some strange reason, I always pause them if I pronounce that word. Anonymity. I need to practice that word. Anonymity. The police lamented that they were forced to stock up on spice buns and cup soups to plug their hunger spells. The regular police feel it, but it's rough on the trainees. We already underpaid and not getting the money we are entitled to, a trainee said. The living arrangements for the deployed cops who stay in Falmouth were another bone of contention. They protested conditions that made them feel like outcasts. The cops are recommending that the force take charge of the food bill. Common sense wouldn't tell anybody that. But alright, common sense is a command more. Father Julian Smith, I wish me couldn't get some of them police that $10 they will just give me, brother. Big up man thing. Big up yourself. You understand? Because based on the things that it look like you didn't serve them well. John no star. How them expect man we're hungry for fight crime? Eh? If these reports are true, and I have no reason to doubt them, how them expect man we have feed pan cup soup and yam bun for fight crime? You know, say that in itself is crime. Them really fighting crime. Because them a work and not get a dime. Alright, never mind. Cup soup and crackers. When the money are run out, we don't have families down here. Nothing is forthcoming. And it's better a man tell us straight to hold straight than promise. That is true. That is true. Me agree with that. Zane, Trivia and Spike, big up yourself and brother. Really and truly appreciate that. The policeman has said, it better a man tell us, say, yo, The money not available right now, so go on whole strain than promise a man and say, yo, y'all get the money and them not get the money. Father Damien White, big up yourself. Really and truly appreciate the support and the contribution, my friends. See? When contacted, head of the police corporate communications unit, Senior Superintendent Stephanie Lindsay, said she was not in a position to speak on matters relating to payments, which are handled by the Ministry of National Security. Lindsay said that the police should raise the issue with the force's welfare officer. Then, you know, so we must have 49 murders in a 15 days if a hungry police a fight crime. You know, say a man them a fight them own crime. Hungry man can run down criminal. Hungry man can turn up in a sun all day and check 1 million vehicle. Hungry man can search 1 million vehicle. Yeah? Anthony Summers, you need to start the membership program, bro. Anthony Summers, elaborate on that for me now, bro. You understand? And Peter Mace about teach them can run a boat. But then Peter, when them up on the road for how much hours, because some of them are work double shifts. By the time them go home, the man not have time for go run the boat in a bro. I tell the man them tired for no so them a go have shift. Next class again in a brother. You understand? So yes, that's a one way if you look upon it, but at the end of the day, sometimes the man them a work some shift on a normal bruh. Some more time the man them reach in and just to get some sleep for touch back straight. And as Orius Wada said, that now I got influence now for the man them to start deal and wheels in a corruption. So when them come on road, where you think I got them to taxi driver? The man them I got tax them, brother. See? Oh, come here have. Boy, I not even know. Let me move on here, sir. Right now. Oh, I did tell us I come across one article, but you know I got it here. I got it right here. Kalanji said I smoke the marijuana, but I got the article. You understand? Westmoreland cops ready for SOE to end. With the state of emergency slated to be lifted at the end of next month, the Westmoreland police are set to deploy a number of mini task force in targeted operations as the division transition to normal policing. See? So them not really want it end because somebody feel hungry, but them say. So Superintendent Robert Gordon, commander of the Westmoreland Police, said that his team is forging a strategy to maintain falling crime numbers in what was the bloodiest parish in the first quarter of 2019. So alright, I could see. I could move on, but I don't know. I wonder if Dr. Chang is listening. Dr. Chang probably don't have a house when I have a burglar bar and I want mango tree, I sip some cognac. Or some Hennessy. You understand? Look at people like me, you see. You see it? And thing. Peter, I should have shared this earlier, but then I never get to share it, so I still have to share it. Kind of apologize for having to go back to this situation. I search one picture. When I find it, I don't know why the picture them look like. I don't see the thumbnail aspect of the picture, so I don't even know what is what now. So I have to scan through all of them. Alright, so I use this. So let's go back to the incident that would have occurred. Well, that occurred on Sunday in Greater Portmore, St. Catherine, where a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Doran Mackenzie, would have served some 12 years in the military, allegedly murdered his common law wife. Her name is Susan Easy. Think she's 33 and he's 34, somewhere there about. Top rank, you know what I go on, family? Information has emerged that suggests that the military has launched a probe into the possibility that the gun that was used to kill or to shoot Miss Easy and the gun that was used by the military man to end his own life may have been stolen or illegally removed from the JDF armory. Probe into murder-suicide as Glocks linked to JDF. As the Glock that them find is linked to the JDF. I don't think it was military issued, you know. You understand? I don't think the weapon was issued to Mr. Mackenzie. So that is a suggestion here, Finar. You understand? We know that some weapons are issued to military personnel. But I don't know that this weapon was one of such weapons. The Jamaica Defense Force is investigating reports that the gun used in the murder-suicide that took place at a 4 West home in Greater Portmore, St. Catherine on Sunday morning belonged to its armory. JDF Corporal Dorian Mackenzie, who worked at the Upper Camp Base Armory, reportedly shot and killed his partner, Suan or Susan, different people. Sorry, my nose going on. I'm telling some sinus about them. My apologies. It's just uncomfortable, yeah? Yeah. Who worked at the Upper Camp Base Armory. So he is based in the armory. Yeah, at the same work. Where weapons are kept. It was likely that Mackenzie was not checked before leaving. The source further explained that military staff who work in the armory, which is a sensitive unit of the JDF, undergo a rigorous vetting process in addition to the series of background checks to which regular members are subjected. The armory conducts strict record keeping according to the source, entering the registration number of a weapon, magazine quantities, and the name of the person receiving or returning the firearm, as well as the date and time. Checks are done daily and sometimes twice daily, the source said. It was reported that among the items removed from the crime scene was a Glock pistol similar to those issued or used by the military. So the JDF is investigating. Ah, boy. Yes, we still never done with the murder business. See one here, I down here, so. Female shopkeeper shot dead in Old Harbour. When will it end, oh? The Old Harbour police are yet to identify a motive behind the shooting death of a female shopkeeper in the town on Monday night. The deceased has been identified. Me see more? Jams? Jamila? The deceased has been identified as 49-year-old Anne-Marie Stewart, otherwise called Joan, of Old Harbour in St. Catherine. It is reported at about 10 p.m. Stewart was at her shop in an area known as Wellside Lane when a man allegedly walked inside the establishment and purchased a cigarette. He then pulled a firearm and opened fire, hitting Stewart before escaping in a waiting motor car. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, Stewart was seen lying lifeless in a pool of blood. She was later pronounced dead. Detectives are probing the development. They say, oh, that Joe. Ah, boy. High price hideouts. Gangsters stay off police radar in glitzy house guests. In glitzy guest house, villas, and apartments. See? Me a minute, peeps. Yes, me go check it for Joe. Oh, boy.
What we do here is go back.
Hey peeps, thanks for the patience. The missus is kind of in a delicate stage, so I have to make sure she's alright. You know what you go. You understand? Yes, sir. So high price hideouts as gangsters stay off police radar in glitzy guest houses, villas and apartments. I had done a video on something similar to this. Gangsters are choosing motels and hotels and them something there. See? If anyone know where teach if you see he's not back on the stream in the next 15 minutes, send the police to a first place. Nah man, I'm a good man. Everything good man. As I said, I just go check on the missus as she's not in a stage where I can ignore certain sounds and things. You know what I mean? Yeah. Johnny said I'm married. No, you're not bro, not yet. But soon enough. I'm say Mrs. Still with us, you know what I mean? So I refer to my girlfriend sometime. But I'm not married yet, brother. Yes, Cookie. Oh boy. Many of St. James's most ruthless gangsters and other migratory criminals are trading in slums for pricey villas and guest houses as hideouts in a bid to escape scrutiny from the police. The emerging pattern began to take shape a decade ago when lottery scammers, many aligned to criminal gangs, were flush with cash fleeced from many aging foreigners. Some opted to floss by purchasing or renting out lavish guest houses, apartments, villas, and small hotels. But others chose their settings to escape police scrutiny. That strategy, police sources indicate, is becoming the standard operating procedure for the mafia. You understand? Kerry, Cookie, top ranking. Yo, no love me, man. You understand? Finance, I remember the video. Yeah, sometime last year, the year before, maybe. I one of the bigger video on the channel, you know. You understand? Yeah. And thing. Yeah. So. Alright, so peace. So since that's no pressure me, yes. My partner is currently pregnant. Like, let me get that out of the way. I can't bother with it. Richie, what go on, brother? You they just love people, business, family. You understand? Yeah. But I kind of know, I haven't really shared that, and I'm going to share why I haven't shared that yet. I think she's okay with me saying this. We were pregnant sometime last year with twins actually, and unfortunately, for whatever reason, about during the 9th week or so, the baby stopped growing, and that was rough. I just never share it. You understand? It was rougher on her because she ended up had to do a DNC. So that was very challenging. You understand? Well, we just tug it out and we come and we stream same and we work said we and thing, but it never easy. And I mean it would have been her first pregnancy as well. You know, I have a daughter already, 9-year-old daughter. So one of them things. So what I go and hold it and I give thanks. So I kinda make sure she alright every turn and thing. You understand? Cause I really want she have an experience that where she did have to go through the last time. You see me? Yeah, so we get that out of the way. So we can move on now. And thanks for the congratulatory words and the positive sentiments. Yeah? So as we just keep it, up on a little level and stay grounded and stuff, and hopefully everything. But everything progressing well so far. And such, so we are give thanks. You understand? Yeah, man. So I could move on now. Try with it. Yeah, that strategy police sources indicate is becoming the standard operating procedure for the mafia. Those criminals in big money circles or who have influential backers are no longer hiding out in the regular communities. They are finding themselves rubbing shoulders with the elites of society in exclusive locations, a police source said. So on occasions, intelligence led us to where they are, and we have managed to arrest some of them. However, these gated communities are usually not places where you expect to find gangsters. Much to the surprise of residents at the upscale Mango Walk Country Club, one of Montego Bay's most exclusive neighborhoods, gunfire erupted there Monday. I spoke about that incident earlier. So gunfire erupted there on Monday evening when Kimani Brown, Jim Brown, and you know that story there. Zane? So, in giving detail on the Mangawa Country Club incident, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fritz, who is in charge of crime, said that Brown was being pursued by the police following a murder in Stone Hill, St. Andrew in December. Alright, let me finish here. The police launched an investigation using a number of agencies to include our intel and other specialized units. After several inquiries and initiatives, Mr. Brown was identified in an operation in St. James in a gated community. The police having breached the premises, Mr. Brown pointed a gun at one of them and he was shot and unfortunately died. See? So when the Gleaner spoke to a villa owner in Montego Bay about criminals fronting as law-abiding guests at his property, he admitted that it was possible, albeit inadvertently so. The criminals are usually not the ones who do the booking. They generally get somebody to do it for them, the villa operator, requesting that his name not be published, said. If they come in and operate normally, it is all but impossible to know who they are. That is true. The St. James police have infiltrated high-priced hideouts on several other elite residential properties in Montego Bay. The parish's then most wanted man, Nico Bowser Samuel, was killed, who was linked to the notorious Ski Mask gang and was much feared for his prowess as a contract killer, was killed on April 28, 2018, following a blazing gun battle with the security forces at an apartment complex in Hatfield. In September that year, 5 men, 3 of whom were wanted for gun crimes in Cambridge and Springmount, were arrested in an operation at Hotel Gloriana, and a number of firearms were seized. Yeah? So, not even about, you see how long I'm not look on the cupboard, because we can't bother do the worst time. Peter, not this time. The previous time, yeah, she was pregnant with twins at the time. So, but I just jar works when I see the rainfall there, brother. We give thanks. And them something there. So, we just hope for the best this time and thing. You see me? And above all, me no want she go back through that type of experience either. See what I'm saying? So it's not even really about me per se. Like, and I like me not have emotions, but it's easier for a male deal with certain things than a female. You understand what I'm saying? So, and a good girl. So we just want she to be happy, you know what I mean? And that's how the thing go. Yeah man, and Duppy film more skill at a guest house out of Morant Bay if you throw to Richie. See him so you go. You understand? I think the lead scammer brother there, I remember what his name. He was picked up at a guest house in New Kingston. Black man too, I think, was picked up at in an upscale neighborhood in St. Andrew. He and his family would have rented the thing. So it has been going on for a little while. You understand what I say? Johnny said, that's cool, man. You see it? So you know, peeps, you know, I think people who robs from children and who deprive kids of their education, top ranking, so you're deaf, say it with laugh. Zane, what you mean, good girl? We don't expect nothing less. Yeah, man, we just say that. You understand, in terms of, you know, the person she is and thing. You know, we're not going to pick up nobody where. You understand? Well, we still have stated. So, As in, she deserve, to be happy and thing. And she would have undergone a really rough time the first time around. So, we don't really want she be exposed to them type of thing there again still. From an emotional and physical standpoint. You see me? And thing. So, I just say the peeps. As I say, we just try stay grounded. She's a couple months in now and they say I not share it, I never share the previous one. And the reality to peace, I kind of try to keep certain things guarded too, in all honesty. Because, as a public personality, so to speak, yeah, you still have to try to protect the people around you as well. Because you never know. You understand? The reality is that people might want to do me things. Zine. Like, me okay with that in terms of I know that what I do, I step on people too sometimes. But if I can protect the people I'm close to, you do that too. You understand what I say? So I just saw it thing go. So we just try to keep it on the level. Yeah, man. Positive vibes. Big up yourself and the brother. You understand? Mm-hmm. So you know, and saying that the situation surrounding the situation surrounding Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock is even more upsetting to me, knowing that if the allegations turn out to be true, these are two men who were entrusted with the education of the nation's children, and they would have deemed it fit to shortchange, pun intended, those said children. And thing. And them something there. Yes, Father John. We keep the thing positive, brother. 100%, You understand? But we just, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. I'm kind of weird sometimes, people. Like, I do things a particular way sometimes because of certain situations and things. I don't say all. You understand? I just me that still. You see? And some man will come on and bring on them empress or them wife. You understand? She's a beautiful young lady, so not like we can't show her off. But at the end of the day still, you have to know what you are doing. You understand? So I will deal with the streets. She don't need to deal with the streets. You know what I mean? I just the sort of thing there. Yeah, man. Your private life still is really and truly a private life. Anyways, as I normally say. So when I just set things in a piece, we try to practice the things that we preach to. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So what you know, peeps? Many children in this country are not able to attend school. Yes, we know some have parents and them parents should they know them I do. But we can't have children suffering like that and you have some man will line them pocket. See? So if you rob from the youths and rob the youths of them future, then we are going to have things, brother. I'm not like, You understand? I'm not pretty up that long time neither. See? Cookie said, teach me smell baby for a long time. Ah, boy. Thieves rob school bus that took almost 20 years to acquire. You hear that, peeps? Me soon get into the Ruel them situation, man. Thieves rob school bus that took almost 20 years to acquire. Principal of the Windward Road Primary School in Kingston, Noel Pennant, described as a knife in a heart last Thursday theft of the school's bus from its compound after almost 20 years of getting money together for its purchase. Pennant said the institution had held numerous fundraising events to buy the Toyota Coaster bus, licensed 0074HG. See? I don't know. I'm going to say the license plate anyway there for Windward Road. In fact, the plan to acquire the school bus was born in 1998, since which a number of students who contributed would have graduated from the school. Every year in December, we have a specific fundraising venture, and the funds go towards that bus. It took years to put those funds together, which were kept in a special account, said Pennant. When the time came, we said, okay, it is time for us to purchase the bus. We got a concession and we bought our bus in November of 2016. For it to be taken from us like that is really just hard for us to swallow. The bus which was bought new was used to transport students and staff to events and competitions, the principal explained. According to Pennant, the school's watchman, who was on duty, reported that 2 men entered the compound before dawn. He said the watchman reported that when he went in search of them, he did not find them. The search was extended to the eastern side of the school in the vicinity of Norman Terrace, but I never called the police. It is alleged that 2 men wearing masks threw stones at him and threatened to shoot him. He said he ran to the Rockford police station and made an alarm. On his way back, along with a police officer who were on foot, saw the bus being driven out of the school. The padlock on the gate, to the gate was beaten off. The lock to the grill where the bus was kept was removed. Apparently the bus was hot-wired, said the principal. This is where the bus was stored, like a makeshift garage type of thing, a steel caging. Zane, the intrusion on the school compound was also reported to the Elliston Road police station, the principal said. Pennant told the observer that the bus was subsequently spotted by the police on Spanish Town Road in the vicinity of Seaview Gardens. The police, who is hoping that the bus is not scrapped, is appealing to the people who have seen the stolen bus to report it to the police. You understand? See bus, I'm in a hide, you know. You understand? If you don't see the bus any at all, call the police. You understand? And if you don't know who thief is pitting them bus, you know a thief to if you don't call the police. You understand what I say? Can you imagine the sacrifices that would have been made to purchase that bus? Brand new in 2016. You know how much a new coaster? Yes, they got concessions that schools often do. But come on, man. How can we be so wicked? I mean, I tell you the truth, I don't trust the watchman story neither. You understand? Big woman thing. Our students are in distress. Our parents are in distress. Our teachers are in distress. Our past students are distressed. Just about everybody associated with the school is distressed because of the theft of that bus, he said. The purchase of the bus, said Pennant, had eased the financial burden associated with renting a vehicle. As a teacher of geography who takes my students on the road on a regular basis, it is not cheap to rent a bus. You understand? And if you have, say, for the school year, 10-15 outings, we say field trips. Not just for GN, for other subjects, like electrical, then go JPS, all sort of people go all sort of places, all sort of subjects. Yeah? And thing. You know amount of money where a school would save if they have their own bus. And if they have their own bus, they can also rent them bus to a next school and make some money on the side, that's a said way. And them thief the youth them bus. Then if we rob from the youths them, then what will happen to the future, brother? Then it don't make no sense, yo. Them the man they rob the bus now Pitney go to school. Them never go to school. Boy, I don't know Rasta. We have a next tendency. Peeps, we're going to run a little late tonight as I start late. You know what I think? Big up to the people that we watch. You understand? And peeps, see bus here. Zine, I'm going to try to get a better picture of the bus. This was a picture that was available in the Observer. Zine. So, I'm going to try to get a better picture of the bus and post it all over the place. You know what I mean? Auntie. John no star. That mean for watch the watchman there still. And I now say watchman guilty still, but watch him. You understand? Pun intended. I don't know. I just have a look of feeling like. You see? I have been preaching, beseeching persons to be careful how they use social media. Zane? I have been very critical of how many of us drop our guards with strangers many of the times on the various social media platforms. Some of us have become slaves to social media. I'll share a story with you where it's another timely reminder that we ought to be most careful with our engagements on the various social media platforms. Mobe man urges caution after meetup with online friend takes dangerous turn. I have a few concerns about that little something, but I read the same here still, because if I realize, because I read through the article later, I just see it and I just know what it's about. But I have a look. Let me see still. Alright, let me go see, because I can't always just stop reading if you reach a certain level. A 22-year-old Montego Bay man is urging Jamaicans to be on the alert when engaging in activities on social media after he was mugged when he met up with an online friend. But then, man meet up with friend. I kind of have a bad feeling about the article here now. The man, who asked not to be identified, first wrote in a Twitter post that he had been robbed and assaulted last Saturday in the retirement area of St. James, resulting in scores of social media users commiserating with him. I am trying to send a message about cybersecurity and human trafficking. While we think the internet is a good place, it can be a very bad space as well. It can be a very dangerous space. So persons must be very careful when using the internet and the different social media sites, the young man stated in an interview with the Jamaica Observer. It is because of the internet and me being naive why this happened to me. So basically, I want to use this as a message to let the young people and the people on the whole know that you can't just meet someone online and think it is safe to physically meet them. Everyone is not who they appear to be. So I just want people to be careful, the man added. The lead up to the ordeal began a month ago, he said, when he started communicating with someone on a dating app called Tinder. On Saturday, the two agreed to meet in the Sam Sharp Square. The man said he arrived at the location shortly after 3 p.m. Then he received a telephone call from the person he was to meet, who informed him that a family member would instead be sent to meet him because something had come up. The Observer was told that a male relative of the friend arrived in the square and escorted the 22-year-old to what later turned out to be a remote, unknown area in the city. Can't catch me. First thing the man can't come pick me up nowhere. Me assume, say, it's a Empress the general that link up with. Me assume. First thing, I not even know about no app when named Tinder. You understand? We are look woman, we look them on road, brother. You didn't go on a hap, go look no woman. Yeah? It's a hap girl. Then you ain't easy family. You understand? No man can't come pick me up nowhere. I mean a no guy. That me I tell you too. You understand? You think me an idiot? You think say me bad big? You must be mad. Yo! Hold on, make a move on. Zin? Alright. The Observer was told that a male relative of the friend arrived, and me want to know the gender of the friend, you know, because me I try to find out the gender of the friend for a long time, and me now have to find out, you know, because me tap read, you know. Arrived in the square and escorted the 22-year-old to what later turned out to be a remote, unknown area in the city. You're a naive family, you're fool. You understand what I say? Yeah, boy, you look a man on computer. In hindsight, I would say that I was stupid. In hindsight, in all sight, to agree to this. Because when we were walking, the place looked really lonely and deserted. I became skeptical because I was saying to myself, where are we going? Because nobody was back that side. He said, adding that he continued because he had noticed a house some distance away and thought it to be the location where they were headed. How is it possible for somebody where you never meet yet? You meet them on Tinder. Zane, I got plan for meet up in a big old Sam Sharp square. And then them tell you, say, them a send a family for you. So, me I go meet your family, I mean I meet you yet. Then your family very welcome in. Then me look fool, sir. But me can move on. You have to take bad things make jokes sometime, you know. You better me laugh, because I go beat up some people in a few, you know. Hold on, no don't move. I soon put on my gloves there. Right now, I leave I thump them with no gloves. You understand? Lone fist. Hold on, don't move. Alright. Approximately 5 minutes into the journey, he said his escort told him that he needed to make a rest stop, which aroused the suspicion. Yeah, tell me say all along for him suspicion wasn't aroused. That is when he said 4 men emerged from an abandoned house with what appeared to be handguns. Wow. Surprise. 2 grabbed me and me hold on upon one of them gun. And that get him hungry. So them drag me in the house and start beat me and I say, B-boy, today I got dead. Give me all what you have. So me start beg them and tell them I don't have anything on me but my iPhone and a little cash. But them never satisfied, the man recounted. What's the gender of the person? So Kerry, you know, say that me and try to find out like, you know, see something I look like and me can't find it. You understand? He said his attackers continued the assault, then asked for his bank cards and also told him to log into his online banking platform from his phone to show his account balance. Traumatized, the man said when he was unable to comply with the request because of a system glitch, the men tied him to a grill and again threatened to kill him. Them I say, if you don't have nothing more to give away, today you are dead. I said, Lord Jesus, what me I gonna do? I start plead with them and tell them my life story. Say I am a trying youth and that me not deserve this. That is when I start tell them my bank cards were at home and we can go there for it. I tell them it is not smart for them to go to the machine where a lot of cameras could pick them up. The man said, admitting that at that point he believed that he had managed to win them over. Apparently that worked and it took me like an hour to convince them that when I get to the house, I am not going to run away or raise an alarm or scream. I now go do nothing stupid, I begged them. I pleaded with them. Then them agree because them look like them really did desperate for the money. Them start tell me what them going to do to me if me act funny and make people know what is going on. And tell me I am not the first person this happened to. They wanted me to be scared, the man shared. He said the men untied him and escorted him downhill back to the main road. So he did climb one hill, Zane, and into a waiting motor vehicle. They then traveled to a well-known community in the parish where he had told them he lived. Then put me in the middle and sit beside me. Why? Oh boy. So I couldn't open the door and jump out. We reached a point in traffic and the police passed and I could not say anything because them have a gun on me. We reached the house and them say, hear what? We're going to follow you halfway and wait. If you try anything, you and everybody in your house are got dead. The man who appeared still traumatized by the incident recalled. He told the observer that the house he led the criminals to was not his, but that of a relative. What a wicked boy. Upon getting to the doorway to the premises, he said he was greeted by another relative who opened the grill. When she opened the grill, me run past and tell her, lock up the gate. Lock up the gate. Quick, quick, quick. Because she was still standing there. She was frightened and I asked me, what happened? What happened? And I tell her, I say, "Uno call the police." And I start break down and cry and tell them everything. When I was inside, the attackers, did still await. And when them realized we're not coming out back, them speed off, he said. He added that the police responded in approximately 10 minutes. And when the observer contacted the investigating officer assigned to the case, who confirmed that a report had been made to the police and that the investigation is ongoing. Yo, John no star. John no star. You know what, so I'm going to put up the article to Sunday because the article is too long, you know, I can't bother with that. You understand? So, peace, I could get into some little things, you know, because, you know what thing go. 10 minutes is a record that in Jamaica. Dexter said tour time better than killing time. I true you the Dexter. I true you thought, brother. In a real life. But, peeps, you have to understand that social media is a place where many persons with ill intentions and ill will congregate. You understand? But then enough to know says an empress the youth go meet still. But they not tell me that. You understand? You know, I move on here, man. See? I better not do it again. Whether I empress or whoever. You understand? So, peeps. Worries in the dance. Worries there. Worries in the dance. Worries tonight. Woe be unto those who steals from the nation's children. You understand? CMU plunder. Pinnock and the Education Ministry officials wrapped for a culture of cover-up and splurge. A trail of questionable, you never know me head hurt me. And me not feel well. When me see them story, me get cross, angry. A trail of questionable spending. Human resource breaches and other violations of government protocol has been uncovered at the Caribbean Maritime University in a much anticipated Auditor General's special audit report. Fritz look like a DJ from Stone Love with the mic in him hand. Hear me now, crowd of people. And we are representing to the Education Minister one Ruel Reid. You understand? You know say I'm big night. You know say I am a floss off the bar. You understand? So tonight we just go have some fun. You see? Because poor people money done. Level. Yo, select a drop that one there. You understand? Yeah. The revelations have again thrust Ruel Cornelius Adolphus Abendigo Reid, the embattled former Minister of Education, and Professor Fritz Pinnock, CMU president, in a whirlwind of controversy a week before they are slated to appear before the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on corruption, fraud, and misappropriation charges. Reid's wife Sharon, his daughter Sharelle, and Brownstone's councillor Kim Brown Lawrence are also facing related charges. I remember the Chief Justice ruled the other day that everybody have one case to answer to. You understand? And the judicial review was shut down. Now, Pinnock, the man once hailed as the architect of the school's transition from an institute to a university, has been painted as a power broker who took unilateral decisions on recruitment without approval from the CMU's council, which is the board set up to provide oversight. Zine, so the Auditor General's report has ignited some controversy because the Speaker of the House, one Pernell Charles, Zine, has, for whatever reason, delayed the tabling of the report in the House of Parliament. Now, there have been cries and bawls from all over, so much so that I saw a report where Pernell Charles has said that the report will be tabled in the next sitting of the House of Representatives. However, even though the report has not been tabled, there are aspects of the report that have been made public, as the Gleaner would have received a copy of said report and they would have been posting articles in relation. Listen what I go on at the dance now. See? You know Ruel, you know which dance, you know which song Fritz just say. Fritz say all massive and crow who have something to drink in them cup. Father Ruel, big up yourself. Me see you with the cup in your hand. Selector, drop that one there. What's in my cup stays in my cup. John, what's that? I have to take bad things with jokes sometimes. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. And I must say, level me and no peeps. You understand what I say? Because the Minister of Education nah to drink no top shelf liquor tonight, you know. You understand? Drop that one there for me. I'm drinking rum and Red Bull. Out of poor people money, my pocket full. Let me move on. So, a copy of, where's a top shelf then? Has indicated that Pinnock made decisions that undermined his responsibility, well, his fiduciary responsibilities, to the university while breaching its human resources policy with impunity. Some very nice words. Impunity, fiduciary, flagrant. Yo. The report also places other senior officials at the CMU in the spotlight for their failure to establish proper internal controls and risk management systems to reduce losses and prevent regulatory breaches. One such person is Hyacinth Bennett, who is head of the board. The report, I said that already. Questions have been raised in the Auditor General's report about US $12,700, which was reimbursed to the president for a cost associated with a trip he made to Oxford in England in 2016 to collect an award that appeared to be of a personal nature. People don't work out 12,000 US, 12,700 US at about $1.3 million Jamaican. So that money was given to Fritz Pinnock when he left the country to collect personal award. And at the country of a pay for. So it's like Fritz left CMU go a girl yard and CMU of a pay for. Then basically that go on, you see. You understand? According to the report, the CMU Council did not grant approval for the university to absorb the cost of the president's participation at the awards ceremony. Yo, the man pay himself for go to England, you know see? They a joke thing, man. The Auditor General has recommended, in accordance with the Financial Administrations and Audit Act, that the Permanent Secretary should cause an investigation to determine whether the award accords any benefit to the CMU. The award, according to reports, has stirred controversy in the British press. You understand? See there, Kerry said over $1.5 million that could cover my surgery costs, that teacher. But so me I tell you, I'm Kerry. You understand? And you know the hottest thing about it, Kerry, them money can pay for them own trip already. But still, me and you have to pay feed for them. Me and you have to pay for man got a girl yard abroad. Yo. Ah boy. In another eyebrow-raising revelation, the audit uncovered payments amounting to $2 million made by the university for close protection services for former Minister Ruel. But the institution's record showed no basis for the expenditure. Watch out. Most high-profile politicians have a CPO, which is a close protection officer. As far as I know, the government pays for the CPO. So if you are a minister in the Ministry of Finance, the CPO would be paid through the Ministry of Finance. If you are a Minister of Education, I am assuming that the CPO would be paid through the Ministry of Education. How come CMU pay for Ruel Reid CPO when I am almost sure that the CPO for Ruel Reid was being paid already through the Ministry of Education? And how much CPO so Ruel want? You can't protect ugliness, you know? Alright, never mind. Alright. Ready? Make we move on, because the institution records, which is the Caribbean Maritime University, not the Ministry of Education, showed that there was no basis for them to pay for a CPO for Ruel Reid. However, the Auditor General's Department was told that the payments were for the provision of services on weekends to the former Education Minister. The Hyacinth Bennett-led CMU Council appeared to have been sleeping on the job, as the report indicated that the Oversight Board failed to implement the required systems to facilitate periodic and independent audit reviews. Details of a plethora of parties staged for at least 2 former senior officials at the ministry and a senior member of the CMU have also been set out in the report. We soon talk about the parties, cause 2 parties but at the same sad song them a play. Poor people money lean back and rock away. You understand? And it appeared that the Education Ministry sought to cover its tracks when it designated payments amounting to more than $400,000 for a party for the embattled CMU president on the 16th of August as an official meeting. So the man them a dag a girl and a floss and a endorse, and it was registered in documents as an official meeting. You know, so them man deserve a beating. Yeah, son. A conflict of interest was also identified by the Auditor General's team, in which an officer of the Education Ministry solicited contributions from the owner of an entity with which the ministry does business. The business owner was a partner to the ministry's CAP program. The CAP program where the man them have a parallel program. So see the CAP program, the man them have a parallel program I run alongside the CAP program. I have them drive or cook. And they help her wash plate. Yo, boy, me I tell you. The business owner was a partner to the ministry's CAP program, being the largest recipient over the 2018 and 2018-2019 academic years, committed to fund the party. Review of the ministry's documentation indicated that the function was held. Public officers are forbidden from soliciting or accepting gifts in accordance with Section 43 of the Staff Orders of 2004. On another major issue, the report said it saw no evidence that the company contracted to supply sandwich panels and other materials for a new $701 million student block at the CMU was legally registered. So the company, where the man them a pay millions of dollars to for provide material, was not legally registered. Surprise? It said that the CMU paid the full cost of US $621,000. Do the maths, people. $621,000 US dollars. $621,132 to a company where no register. To a company where no legal. How much kickbacks were had here? It said that the CMU paid the full cost of US $621,132 for sandwich panels despite the absence of a formal contract, bank guarantee, or irrecoverable letter of credit to secure CMU's interest. The amount exceeded the 50% deposit provided under the government's procurement guidelines. Further, the amount paid to the company was $45 million in excess of the quoted figure of $80 million. So if the quoted figure of $80 million was over or surpassed by $45 million, so apparently some $125 million would have changed hands to a company when registered, to a company without contract. Richie said, just step my word feet, man. No contract needed. Miss Lisa Lindsay, how are you? The US cancel their visas too. I don't know, you know. I couldn't tell you, but we know here. See it? Further, the amount paid to the company was $45 million in excess of the quoted figure of $80 million, for which the permanent secretary granted approval for the use of the direct contract methodology on the emergency by way of correspondence dated the 9th of April 2018. While highlighting the foregoing issues, the report here says the Gleaner will not provide further details until the report is tabled in Parliament. So apparently, some more serious allegations and improprieties and irregularities are abound. Watch and see. Don't move. Watch out now. The report indicated that the CMU started payment for construction works in September of 2017. And up to September 25th, 2019, the CMU has paid $98.5 million to various suppliers to provide material and labor to execute the works. However, the CMU did not present the requisite building plans for the construction from the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation. In addition, the CMU did not present the formal agreements or contracts that would govern the procurement of material such as hardware supplies and pre-mixed concrete. Where them there? Now, Executive Director of the CMU's FESTA authorized and certified training agency, which they call the FACT Center, Renee Flores, was also engaged without a formal contract. And his position was not advertised, constituting a breach of the university's HR policy. The Auditor General's report revealed that the CMU had paid approximately $3.3 million for an extended hotel stay for the then newly recruited director in June of 2018. Which hotel this man stay and how long him stay that CMU had to pay $3.3 million for hotel stay. And this man was working without a contract. This man was employed for a position that was not advertised. And as per government stipulation, any public entity or institution that seeks to employ somebody to fill a vacancy, that post must be publicly advertised. They don't know say a party shop did go on over CMU and the Ministry of Education. And Fritz was the captain and Ruel the pirate. Then I couldn't resist that. Then you know see man them just up in them suit there from time to time. I picture someone rolling in a one captain suit, you know. One man a captain and one man a pirate. I don't know which way I go. You understand? Or the pirate captain. You understand? I think this is going to full up the screen, but see it there. Oh, I full it up. And a them man have the gall and the nerve to file judicial review to say that they were illegally arrested. Them man have the gall with them lawyer to file constitutional review motion in the constitutional court seeking their charges to be quashed because they were illegally arrested, because the arresting officers are aligned to the FID and they don't have the power of arrest. You know, see the man them unconscionable. Shama, in reality, at this stage, the Prime Minister don't really have nothing to do with this, you know. This is a judicial matter, you know. A courts them to deal with this, you know. So the Prime Minister speaking about it, it's neither here nor there in all honesty. I suppose we then good to say, yo, we don't agree with corruption, but legally speaking, the Prime Minister can't do nothing about this, you know. And the courts will decide this now, brother. Yes, and the Prime Minister would have spoken about the arrest and them something there in a one long something, but I don't hear him say nothing since then. But in all reality, seeing is that it's a court matter, you know, brother. So the Prime Minister saying here B no make no difference. You understand? So we just have to hope say thing pass through the courts and the thing deal with the thing away. You understand? Yeah. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us switch pace. We are party non-stop because the road have to take on. A good job about that picture there. $1,087,677.57. Now go post in our comments so I want to see it, you know. See it? I'm a dollar sign there. You understand? Listen to this now, peeps. Listen me. See the figure there? $1,087,677.57 was the total cost incurred for two parties held for them two man there on screen. You seeing? You know what I mean? Two party but at the same sad song them a play. Poor people money lean back and rock away. The man them say come make we have fun. Cause poor people money done. Why? A party staged for discarded former education minister senator, pastor, dictator Ruel Reid in April 2017 by the Caribbean Maritime University's president, Fritz was labeled by the institution as a meeting and seminar. Peeps. Member Fritz got parliament go say he never keep no party for Ruel. It was a group called the Friends of Ruel Reid who put on the party. The Auditor General, who don't have no reason to tell no lie upon nobody, said the party was staged and put on by Fritz for his friend Ruel Reid, Minister of Education at the time. Fritz in documents, as per the Auditor General's report, said that this party for Ruel Reid had a party that them did there. That said party that we are talking about was a meeting and a seminar. You know, so the man them all scumming our star. Eh? I wish party meeting and seminar I go on here, sir. Can me look at me can't see it. Me I look so, me I look up here so and look down so. Me nah see no meeting and no seminar family. But it gets worse. Pinnock in April of 2017 approved payments totaling $674,930 for a party for a Reid. May I share this something? You know, as long as a teacher, I have to work for $670,000. And this money I get in a one go, one party. Man with bank account, healthy and hearty. Eh? Pinnock in April of and I am assuming if the Auditor General is saying that Pinnock approved, his signature would have been affixed somewhere. Pinnock in April of 2017 approved payments totaling $674,930 for a party for a Reid, which included $160,000 for the rental of a boat and $514,930 for decor for the cocktail party on the boat. The same party where the man them say was a meeting and a seminar. The man them wicked star. A review of the CMU's general ledger showed that the expenditure were classified as meeting/seminars and marketing activities, respectively. The requisite payment vouchers and checks for rentals of the boat were not provided for review. Where are those documents? The man said, all white boat seminar. Eh? Where are those documents? Remember, there was a time when Fritz had taken the FID, the Financial Investigations Division, to court, trying to get a motion to bar them from accessing certain documents. Mr. Pinnock, sir, where are those documents? On the 29th of May 2019, the CMU president reported to Parliament's Public Administration and Appropriations Committee that a debt of US $8,300, which had been incurred by the university in relation to its cheerleading team, was paid by the co-owner of Logistics Company 1. that was a suggestion to say that that money was the money that was used to pay for Ruel Reed's party. I don't know if you remember that, but I don't forget. According to the report, Pinnock asserted that the obligation arose in a context where Logistics Company 1 provided financial assistance. However, the report stated that the CMU was unable to provide the Auditor General with evidence that the financial assistance had been provided and that an agreement was in place. Pinnock had told the PAAC that the businessman was part of a group called Friends of Ruel Reed that was organizing the party to recognize the achievements of the former education minister, and wrote to the CMU on the 10th of April 2017 requesting assistance. How come me not have no group named Friends of Teach Them who put on party, multi-million-dollar party for my achievements? Then me no smarty pick me too. They don't look at me. You understand? And if I looks and Ruel I get party, then me forget about 10 party. You understand? You see? Then yo, me need Friends of Teach Them group. You know for me? Get all white seminar upon boat. Yo, John no star. John no star. Me not healthy, but you have to take kin teeth come out, but you know. We say if them have 4-tier topsy-turvy chocolate cake, we don't know if them would have none other one here. Or them favorite cake, you know. $1,000 cake. You understand? It appeared that the Education Ministry sought to cover its tracks when it designated payments amounting to more than $400,000 for a party. This time, not for Ruel Reed, but for Fritz Pinnock. So Fritz Pinnock keep a party for Ruel, and Ruel just kick back a party for Fritz Pinnock. Party for party. Everybody hearty. Bring a shawty. You understand? We are big people, so we might get naughty. Yo! One man get party, the next man get party. You understand? One man party at 600,000 had. One man party at 400,000 had. And we have about 400,000 people in our country gone and them bed hungry. Probably not so much still, but we don't get the picture. Listen me. It appeared that the Education Ministry, of which I am gainfully employed, you understand? But them is alright. I will not care about them. You understand? They didn't even pay me the money neither. I'm gonna get party for $400,000. Eh? Shall we there? It appeared that the Education Ministry sought to cover its tracks when it designated payments amounting to more than $400,000 for a party, this time for Pinnock, on the 16th of August 2018 as expenses for an official meeting. One meeting, $406,000 mash. Payment vouchers and supporting documents for the party stated that the expenses were for a hosting meeting with the Caribbean Maritime University and the Ministry of Education on the 16th of August 2018. The approval of payments. Hold on, I'll bring some more people in our dance. Fly the gate and let in the pirates. the approval of payments totaling $406,747.57 for the surprise birthday party. When them money are surprise them friend them go hard. In honor of Pinnock was granted by then Chief Education Officer, that lady in the corner, Dr. Grace McLean. She's now acting permanent secretary. And this brother here was then permanent secretary, but him and Ruel kick off and Ruel ship him down to Ministry of Finance as Director of Finance. Him carry the ministry go a court. The court rules say him to go back on him job. And all manner of evil are going. So I don't even know what going on. Right now we don't even have a Ministry of Education. Right now we don't even have a Minister of Education. Right now them say Carl Samuda have portfolio responsibility for education. But in all honesty, Mr. Samuda would need some education in education. And I say that seriously. You understand? Oh, vex. You see, man, you can write me read it. Joke thing with the depot. Yo. A breakdown showed that McLean approved hotel charges amounting to $320,000. But then, if they pay $3.3 million for hotel, for man staying, then why they can't pay $300,000 for hotel? They also bought a portrait frame for the president in the sum of $11,666.82. Music and photography attracting the sum of $45,000. And stand-up comedy, $30,000. What do you mean? Make poor people pay for them laugh. Who is poor people? We need to laugh. So make we laugh at the expense of poor people. As a matter of fact, make we laugh after poor people. That could have been the discussion. Who is poor people? Let us not only let them pay for our laughter. Let us laugh at poor people. Come on, Fritz, let's laugh at them. Ha 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 ha. The report called attention to a memorandum dated the 14th of August 2018, addressed to the Chief Education Officer from Project Coordination, in which a request was made and approved for the payment of $277,290 for hotel expenses. The Auditor General said the approval was given by McLean on the 15th of August and the payment executed on the same day. In a November 2019 response, the ministry said that the CEO, which is the Chief Education Officer, did not host a party for the president of the CMU, but merely followed instructions given by the minister to coordinate the activities on behalf of the ministry. Of note, I think it is in the public's interest to know that the party was attended by the permanent secretary and the Minister of Education. There is more to come. I assure you, make a watch and see. Yeah. Same thing again. They don't share dumpling and mackerel. Politicians are eat steak off for them pot fail. They work no easy. Tomorrow we're gone back still. It's one of my favorite ladies. This is Miss Pamela Monroe Ellis. I don't love the Ellis part. You understand? I love the Pamela Monroe part. She's a lovely lady. A nice African empress. She's the Auditor General. She look like she not play with people. You understand? Yeah. I she a dig up your ants nest them, man. Eh. For a report we just a read from. And she did write a report about rather down at St. Thomas. Zane. And rather and them place there. You understand? Nice lady. So someone really love Ellis part of her name, but she got there already, then what you gonna do? You understand? Auditor General Defense Report on RADA breaches. Tell me like her already, then she don't need to do nothing else. She just no business with people. You understand? Then I'm my type of girl. You know, see we then do well together like. You understand? But say she married already and then we are gonna marry one at a time too, so it gone bad. You understand? Plus we kinda look nice beside each other, talk the truth. You understand? We'd have nice kids when I look on them. You know what I mean? Yeah. When I see you level here now, peace, me done me done with the foolishness. You understand? But serious things I know. Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis has dismissed suggestions that her department may have muffed the findings of a performance management audit of the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, which probed breaches of procurement guidelines related to the entity's Farm Road Rehabilitation Program between 2014 and 2019. You understand? The Auditor General's Department carried out an investigation into RADA's FRRP and found, which is the Farm Road Rehabilitation Program, and found that the report, which was tabled in Parliament last year, was less than clear. At Tuesday sitting of Parliament's Public Accounts Committee, Administrations and Account Committee, executives could not sufficiently answer questions raised in the Auditor General's report on the matter. No, you know, Miss Gray, she gonna sleep. I think which one there now? RADA CEO Peter Thompson said during the PAC meeting that the contracts for road rehabilitation were tendered at a single value, but returned higher, from which the lowest bid was selected to execute the project. The Auditor General's report pointed out that RADA used a local competitive bidding methodology for just 4 of the 112 road rehabilitation contracts, valued at 1.6 billion. We'd have gone through this at length one at a time, because Peter Phillips, when they keep press conference, say all sort of things, and when they go through the report. So separate and apart from the politics of Peter Phillips and him friend them, you understand, we had focused on the Auditor General's report, and that we did interested. Now we're interested in the politics and politics. Seeing what the Auditor General report said were things that she would have uncovered. I saw my hand back look full football and cricket and running up and down when I was a boy. You understand? Many scars. Ready or no? Seeing Father Juicy, big up yourself and brother. Manners and respect every time, you know. No. Monroe Ellis said that the Agricultural Agency was unable to indicate what basis was used to offer contractors invitations to bid on the road rehabilitation contracts, highlighting 6 times where RADA used what is termed the limited tender methodology for awards valued at $129.8 million. We don't need to get into no more detail because we have some things to do before we go to bed. Because night will come after 12. Right now, we have stream till about 1. I lie, we not stream so long. But say, this lady is one of the vanguards of our democracy. She is one of the ladies, one of the public sector workers, the civil servants who continue to go above and beyond to try and rein in corruption in this country, free from political influence. She just does her job as it ought to be. You understand what I say? And she is a lady they can depend upon to find some things if things need to find. Big up yourself, Mrs. Ellis. You understand? Lovely lady to boot, innit? I'm going to need to meet her one of them time, you know. You understand? Say, run a one audit. Check what I go on. Jenny love we are deal with. It kind of hurt me if I have to replace Miss Monroe picture with that picture yesterday, but here we are. Peeps, in recent times, the cry, the pleas, the sounds, the echoes from political representatives continue to get louder as they, both sides, I would say Perennial Charles recently, has come out asking for a raise of their salaries. MPs unite in call for better pay. Members of Parliament on both sides of the House of Representatives teamed recently in a spirited revolt against their salaries, pensions, and constituency funding. Neither Prime Minister Andrew Holness nor Opposition Leader Dr. Peter Phillips was present during the question and answer session, including Minister of Finance and the Public Service Dr. Nigel Clark and Opposition MP Ronald Tweets over pension arrangements for parliamentarians, which lit the fuse. The discussion against the treatment of Jamaican parliamentarians in terms of their compensation and pension arrangements was led by a 7-time MP for the St. Catherine Northwestern constituency, Robert Pickersgill, who blew the lid off the dispute in a lengthy speech which blasted the continued reluctance to give MPs more pay. The same man of me grown in constituency in 2016, a man go catch water pot with donkey, and he was Minister of Water and Housing. The opposition MP, a lawyer, confessed that entering Parliament in 1993, he did not consider the salary paid to MPs until he learned from legal colleagues that a single legal opinion could be twice an MP's annual salary. When I came here and heard, so you're never going to be a lawyer, brother? Well, him is a liar, I suppose, but alright. So what else you want? You understand? When I came here and heard the figure, I nearly died, Pickersgill said. The time has come, in my opinion, Mr. Speaker, for us to, as I said, take the bull by the horn and settle these long outstanding issues regarding pensions and health benefits for parliamentarians and emoluments. He noted that the issue of MP salaries dated as far back as 1945, and that for 47 years, now various commissions led by prominent Jamaicans had made recommendations to improve the salaries and pension coverage of parliamentarians without success. According to him, the basic pay for the average cabinet minister is $5.6 million per year. You know what? Let me not even get John on this. Which is some 40% less than that paid to cabinet ministers in Barbados. Barbados have about 3 cabinet ministers. And well, I know a little bit, but Barbados small. At that point, me I make. Zine? And the salary of the Barbadian Prime Minister is twice that of the his Jamaican counterpart, despite the vast difference in the population. Probably that's why them can't find it for them population look a bit. And probably because them not thief the money like Uno, them can find some money for pay. You understand? He lamented that while civil servants, including nurses, teachers, and ancillary workers, are all looked after by the unions and professional associations, which represents them, there was no organization that looks after the interests of the MPs, probably the Dons. You understand? So calling the Don Union. Just saying. Sadly, Mr. Speaker, no one. We need a union. Consequently, I am proposing that a negotiating committee consisting of the Speaker, the leader of government business and his deputy, and the leader of opposition business and his deputy, be established to negotiate with the Minister of Finance on issues of welfare for MPs. We need a union, the Don Union. Pickersgill said to loud applause from his colleagues, I'm sure. Let us raise the pay of teachers and nurses and doctors. Boo! Let us raise the pay of politicians. Here, 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 here. On the move. Listen, man. We have been called as parliamentarians to discuss our welfare. Never, he argued. He also claimed that there was no credible reason for the Constituency Development Fund annual budget for MP could not be increased to $40 million per annum to help them address problems within their constituencies. Parliamentarians deserve better, yes, so does poor people. I am not joking, me neither. Our union leader must be the Prime Minister, interesting. And our General Secretary must be the Minister of Finance. Is that so? And we will find a way for you to dovetail it into the committee that I just suggested. Wow. We have to meet now. We have to talk, he told the House. Like our new member from Portland said, beautiful speaking can't increase parliamentarian salaries. It's action go do that. Not a bag of mouth. As the saying goes, hope no expiry date. Hope has no expiry date. But we must not die in constant spring. I hope you understand what I mean. If you don't confront, you cannot conquer. And the time has come now for us to confront, Pickersgill said. We as parliamentarians on both sides have become hostages to our own self-contempt. It is time to stop that. No other public servant takes a loss as a result of his or her public service. That's a lie. You want to be a teacher, sir. And see how many children you have to feed per week. And see how many kids you have to contribute to them uniform. And them bus fare. And them books. And them shoes. And going on field trips. Sir. It is unjust for us to treat ourselves this way. And it is unjust for the public to expect that the persons who serve here a great sacrifice should be made paupers. Yeah. But so teachers should remain paupers, innit? So peeps, I don't even get too deep into this because right now, I just share it for you know, say eventually it will happen where parliamentarian salaries will be raised. I just make you know if you don't realize that. You understand? You realize that from one person come out, everybody has been joining in. Good night, Cookie. You understand? I know I stream later now, so I wrap up. We're going to end with that's up here. Zine? Dancehall entertainer Shaquille Clark, more popularly known as Quada, was arrested and charged earlier this week for his alleged involvement in the mob killing of 30-year-old Miguel Williams in Sterling Castle Heights in St. Andrew sometime last year. Quada is actually the second person who has been arrested and charged in relation to the mob killing. And all of that stemmed from the situation where 80-year-old St. Andrew, Red Hills primary student Shantae Skyers went missing and was found a few days after, where her decomposed body was found, her partially decomposed body was found in an area of the community named Blue Hole. The residents were angry, upset, rightly so, understand that, but they decided to take matters in their own hand, and somebody, I don't know who, decided that Miguel Williams, who is of unsound mind, was involved. He was mobbed, beaten, set ablaze, and this house or this place where he resided torched. Another young man had escaped the mob, I think. I don't know what film situation. Zane, up to this point, nobody has been charged officially for the murder of young Skyers. I know that 4 men were arrested and released by the police in relation to that. But according to court documents, an eyewitness said that Quada was involved in the incident, as well as Andrew Braycliffe, who was the other person who was detained. So Quada was arrested and charged, I think on Thursday or on Wednesday. Then he appeared in court today and bail was applied for and he was granted $500,000 bail. His lead attorney is Bert Samuels, but he was represented in court today by Bert Samuels' daughter Bianca and one Stacy and Knight, another attorney. He will return to court on the 27th, I think, of January of this month. So he was charged with murder and arson and thing. A stop order has been placed on him at the country's ports. His travel documents were also surrendered. Reports are that he may be seeking to have the stop orders lifted as he has contractual arrangements and agreements overseas. We'll see how that goes. Bert Samuel said that he is confident in his lawyer and the justice system. That is why he turned himself in and thing and them something there. Here we go again. I don't know how Quada got himself involved in the Sterling Castle situation. I don't know if he lives up there or he visit up there or whatever. And the reality is that if it's a mob killing, a whole heap of people involved. But the reality is that probably out of everybody there, he is the one that has name. So people are able to identify him and them something there. I do not know that he's involved or that he's innocent. He's in front of the courts. We'll see how it goes. Another entertainer charged for murder. This is becoming a regular trend, and we'll see how it goes. That is all I have to say on the matter. I would have spoken about the jungle justice situation recently. After that incident, I actually did a video for the Let's Talk series about jungle justice. If you don't watch it, you can go watch it now. You understand what I say? So, Quada is out on $500,000 bail. His travel documents surrendered. Stop order issued. He said via his lawyer that he's confident in the justice system and he will be acquitted. I suppose though, proving guilt in a mob killing may be an uphill task. So Bert Samuels may be very buoyant and confident and bullish, but we'll see how it goes. Peeps, it's late. After 12. I suppose that was always going to be the case because I started late. My apologies for that. Kind of feel a little bit better since I started the stream. You know, a little laughter and something. So thanks for that. Really and truly appreciate the continued support. I know some people gone at them bed. I know some people just wake up and them something. So we're going to wrap up with things quick and fast, peeps. You know what I mean? Big up on yourself. Appreciate the support. You know what it is again Sunday. I will definitely try to be on time on Sunday. Really and truly appreciate the patience. You know, and the understanding. As I said, I was really and truly feeling out of it. Didn't even go to work today. That is how exhausted and drained I have been feeling and them something. That means I'm not really miss work like that neither. So you must know. But peace, we're there. Give thanks. Appreciate the support. Zane, you know, look like no heap notifications go tonight. But big up to the people that may reach in, see them and come check out the thing and show the support. Yes, me I say, manners and respect every time. The weekend is here. Have something nice to drink, but if you must drink, do not drive. If you must drive, do not drink. You understand? When you go on the road, load them big old headphone there. Stop separate yourself from the environment. The Bluetooth headpiece, them you don't really need them on the road either. Keep your phones in your pockets and in your bag. Use them only when you need them. Walk with only the cash that you need. Them only for jewelry and them something. Yeah, you work for your money buy, but people will take it and take your life in the process. You understand? If you must take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you cannot travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. Take the license plate number. Send it go give somebody. Describe the car, describe the driver. Tell people you're there, tell people where you go. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. Come out of your car. Nobody go in there. You understand me? I say, above all, trust absolutely no one. And for the driver, them, we are asked to turn off, where you're not sure about, no go with them. You understand me? I say? And thing. See, stay upon the regular route. That's what I go. I now go run and turn off. For the people that live them life on social media and them status on the top. You understand? Be careful. For the people that I meet people online and I go meet them and place on the top. You understand? For the Instagram syndrome sufferers, them, on fix nothing at 2020, up on nothing. Live your best life. Stop trying to live people best life. Peeps, big up on yourself. I see Miss Joan Great, Danny Blackhorse, Carl Sukar, Mike Larry, Dante Don, Peter May, Dexter Fremantle, Ayman, Shamarlu, Finar, Zane, Richie, big up yourself in the bro. Danny Blackhorse, Miss Delmina Lewis, John Doe. Who else in the building? Miss Sophia Kobe, me know Cookie gone her bed. Craig Creation, Craig, big up yourself in the bro. Father Irvin Stair. Zane, me know James Bond did debut. Me know Live Chat about the debut. Zane, me know Shandy debut. You understand what I say? Jonah Lewis, big up yourself in the family. You know what I mean? Louis Matthews, Louis Matthews, I'm not sure how the pronunciation go. Hope me get it right. And thing, God favored me. Blessings. You understand what I say? Peeps, really and truly appreciate the continued support. Appreciate the patience. Zane. Juicy J, big up yourself, you know. For the persons who would have contributed financially to the stream, really and truly appreciate it. Father Wavell Smith, Julian Smith, Trivian Spike, Damian White, and the Juicy J. You know, big up on yourself in the family. Father Peter me. You understand me? I say, peeps, big up on yourself, you know. Philip Bryan. You know what I mean? We'll do this Sunday again, 8:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look feet. Get book feet. Peeps, I would have uploaded a few videos on JA Positive showing the developments going on over in Port Royal. The floating pier, it was so difficult to fly over there. It is right on the edge of the protected airspace for the Norman Manley International Airport. So you know, so from the drone breach, you can't go no further. Plus the wind was strong. So that was the best footage I could have gotten. Plus them now make me go over the construction place either. So I only couldn't get it from the drone. I would have also done a very short walkthrough in some parts of Port Royal to show the work that is going to give the area a facelift and things. Spoken with a few people, not on camera, because we never really go there for that still. Some persons who I spoke to were very happy about the possibility of Port Royal being a tourism destination. The first cruise ship will be arriving on Monday. Don't know if I'll be able to make it out there, but we'll see how it goes. So you can go watch them videos there. You understand? If you're not subscribed to that channel as yet, you need to go search and subscribe. JA Positive. So if you're not subscribed to Jamaica yet, you need to do the same thing. Search and subscribe. Zine, if you're here for the first time and teach them, really and truly appreciate it. Zine, for the people that are waiting for the podcast, it's not far in coming. I want to start the podcast by the end of this month. So hopefully kick it off going into February. So that is just expanding the content, expanding the brand. You understand? And the podcast will be on a JA Positive. So it will be the JA Positive podcast. So I will do the audio version for iTunes and Spotify, and I'll also probably record it and upload the video of the podcast itself on JA Positive. And I plan to do a stream on JA Positive. Not sure if it will be twice a month or once per month, where I do an overview of the positive developments in the country. Some of the positive developments in the country in a stream. You understand? Because we come here and we talk about murder, and corruption. We want to highlight the positive things that are happening in the country. So we go and do it. And they keep on a point back at me because it's set up for JA Positive kind of behind me. You understand what I say? And things. So peeps, I see you on Sunday. Big up on yourself. I appreciate the support. You know what I mean? Annie Alcine. Good night, my friend. You see me? I say peace. Big up on yourself. Enjoy your weekend. You understand? Don't overdo nothing. Zane, moderation over botheration. The humble chucker, Jadi, you are going out, everything good, positive vibes too. Manners and respect, you know. Malina Records, big up yourself and the family. You know what I mean? Peeps, walk good. Step with ya. Sunday, sooner. Big up on yourself. Appreciate the ones them. I'm out.
Teach them! Hey, yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.